Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for a flood. Now, this is going to be different for everybody based on where they live. Like a coastal prep is going to be a little different from someone who lives inland, but a lot of the tips are going to remain the same. So we're going to go through some of those now. Before that, though, some questions you can ask yourself before you get started on your prep are the following. When it rains in your area, where does that water pool up at? Where are the streams and rivers located in your town or city? Are there any deltas nearby? Have they ever merged and flooded? How solid is the foundation of your house? What is the most it's ever rained in your area? You can go to weather.com, pull up the history in your area and just see what happened in the past. What kind of damage have flash floods caused? Where was the most damage? Was transportation hindered? Where are the medical and emergency evacuation centers in your city? And finally, are you close enough for tsunami damage? Because a tsunami is going to be a lot different than a flash flood from a river or something like that. Alright, so the first thing on the list, we have 7. First tip, rubber boots. Now, if you're a prepper, you probably have waterproof spray and hiking boots that you live by, but I would say no. Go the extra mile, get the rubber boots. You're going to be wading around in ankle-deep water, and hiking boots with water repellent spray is not going to cut it. You can also duct tape the top of irrigation boots here, and no water is getting in those. Vacuum sealed or Ziploc bags. This is great for sealing up your documents, your cash, birth certificates, even the certificate of your vehicles in your home. You might come back and find someone squatting, and you'll need that information. Not only that, you can make MREs and store different foods with a vacuum sealer and ration it out. In a flood situation, you don't know when you're going to be able to make a fire and cook up food again. So high calorie MREs are great. Third thing on the list is a waterproof flashlight. You can get yourself a headlamp, a tactical light, or a lantern. Just don't skimp and get something cheap that will sputter out as soon as a little bit of water gets in it. Rope or paracord. If you're a prepper, you probably have paracord, and you know 101 things what you can do with paracord. But the reason I have rope on this list is more of an anchor line. If it's getting flooded and you need to go outside and work on your house or reinforce a door or something like that, you're going to want to tie that rope to yourself to make sure you don't get washed away. You can also tie off your boat or anything else you just don't want swimming away. So rope or paracord. Life jacket. This might seem like overkill, but I recommend a life jacket for everyone in your family, including your pets. This is especially for if you live in a coastal city and you could be hit with a tsunami. The largest tsunami that I witnessed was in 2004, and that was the Indonesian tsunami, and that killed over 200,000 people, just washed away down the streets. And I know this sounds bad, but if a lot of them had life vests, who knows what could have happened. An inflatable raft. Again, might be overkill, and you might not have the room in your house, but if you get one that inflates like this, then this and a basic foot pump could come in really handy. if you can't get a raft, then anything that that can float, you should just have that all in one area. And then lastly, a dry bag. This is also good for your electronics, your cell phone, communication devices that can't get wet, but you may not want to put them in a vacuum sealed bag because that just adds weight, and if you drop that in water, it's just going to sink to the bottom. Your dry bag, on the other hand, a roll top, doesn't have a zipper, but you can see it closes, it has air in there. So if you've got cash inside this bag, if you've got other gear that you want to keep dry, if you drop this bag in water, it'll just float. And that's it. If you have any other flooding or bug out tips when it floods, leave me a comment below.